Hi, everybody. Welcome. I just had a slight issue with my live network. Okay. Yeah, no, I had a problem with my network there. I don't know what happened. My apologies for slightly being late, but I'm happy to be here with you today. Welcome on Abundance Mindset with Pule the Sage. Welcome on today's program. We will be carrying on with our topic of enemies against the expression of your talent. Enemies against the expression of your talent. Welcome, Stephen Detroit. Welcome. I'll just give a few minutes to get some more people online, a few seconds rather, and then we'll get on with the program. Remember, the title of our message today, or rather the title of our topic today, is Miseducation. Miseducation as an enemy against your talent. Miseducation as an enemy against your talent. I think while we wait for other people, let's just go through the definition of miseducation. I'm going to break the two words. It's actually a combination of two words. I'm going to break the two words apart. In the first place, there's miss, and then secondly, there is education, miseducation. I'm going to define first the word education. Education, I took the liberty to check the definition. In summary, the definition is the process of giving and receiving instruction. The process of giving and receiving instruction. Please make sure that you've got your journal there. I trust you are able to buy yourself a journal that designated to the abundant mindset with Pule the Sage. I repeat again the definition, the process of giving and receiving instruction. And then two, an enlightening experience. That is education, an enlightening experience. All right, and then we go to miss. How do you define miss? Basically, miss stands for, a loss of direction. When you intended to aim somewhere and then you missed it, So you can be enlightened towards a misdirected place or a misdirected destination, That is the foundational meaning of the word. I hope we are getting some more people. I can't see any more comments here, but I will carry on nevertheless. If I don't see you, you're welcome. Welcome with Pule the Sage. The destination that I'm talking about, as far as our topic is concerned, is with regard to your goals and your vision. If you've got a vision and a goal, it's you create a foundation or a necessity for education. You cannot talk of true education without a goal or a vision. Yes, I'm starting to see some people. Welcome there, Tamsi, my wife. Welcome there, Mantumo. Welcome, everybody. I'm happy to receive you here. Oh, yes, I see people are joining in now. Yes, Mr. Elvis, welcome. I think it's your first day with us, first evening with us. Welcome to our live broadcast. Miss Coach Malebu, Old John Cindy, thank you for joining us today. We're talking about miseducation, misled education, misled enlightenment. Education can be an enlightenment, but it can be taught towards a misdirected destination, because that's why you need to have a designated goal or vision that will inform your education. Thank you. We're carrying on. Catherine, welcome. Good evening to you too. Thank you so much. Before we go far, I just want you to take out your book. I want you to make a list, which I'm going to deal with. It's easier to deal with lists when you are tackling these enemies of the expression of our talent. Please get out your book. I'm going to list them and I'm going to deal with them directly. First one, we're going to deal with signs of miseducation. Signs of miseducation, write that down, and then we're going to list them. Number one, Obsession with process over results. Number one, those are the signs of miseducation. Are you there? Obsession with process over results. Number two, obsession with position and title. Obsession with position and title. This person is so absorbed with the idea of being called a doctor or a lawyer or a scientist over anything else. Number three, lack of thinking out of the box. Number three, lack of thinking out of the box. Are we together? Number four, stifled creativity. Stifled creativity. Stifled means choked creativity. When creativity is choked. And five, tools. You determine between being a tool and an asset. That's number five. Ne? Number six, entitlement and arrogance. Entitlement and arrogance. Lack of application. Basically, just knowing is enough for you. Lack of application of the knowledge that you intake. Number eight, lack of value. Lack of value. And then number nine, people who are misdirected take their education very personal. They make it their own. They cannot be alive without their education. All right, I believe you got the list. Going to the first one, obsession with process over result. In one of our previous discussions, I spoke about this in brief, wherein I said, one of the examples of this is when our government is so obsessed with processes rather than results. One could imagine that maybe being able to manage so many people with different creativities might be a nightmare. That's why you need processes. But that shouldn't be such an obsession that you override the possibilities of new ways, new methods of making things better. That is the problem with people who become so obsessed with process. They become so engulfed with the idea that, as long as I did it the way they said, similar to those ends I was talking about the other day, as long as we follow the leader, as long as we look down and smell the scent or of the other ends, it's fine. No matter what happens, that's what we are taught. It's very important to realize the danger of being obsessed with process over results. I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of our institutions in Africa, are not really functional, because if somebody can build the institution and then give you certain rules that you must follow, you forget, the person who's obsessed with process forgets that those rules are created by another individual like themselves. And they negate, or rather they deny the wisdom that could come from their experience in enhancing the process towards making it more efficient and so on. No? So that is one. That is the first one. Remember these topics that we are dealing with. We're going to stress them. I won't touch on all of them like so in depth, but the book that I'm writing, it will actually encompass predominantly all the aspects of miseducation and some of these items that we're dealing with. Number two, position and title driven. I'm sure every one of us has experienced people like this. A person who, he feels like if you can say if the people know that he's a doctor or he's a lawyer or he's a pastor or he's a, he feels that that's enough. He doesn't have to do anything else. You just have to respect him because of his title. He doesn't have to respect you. He doesn't have to give value. He doesn't have to do anything as long as the title that was conferred to him, while he was wearing that black gown and a black hat, by another man wearing a red hat and a red gown, with, that for him gives him all the power in the world. That certificate, that piece of paper that he worked for 7 years, for 5 years, for 3 years, it defines his value. It defines who he is. If you try by any means, if you call him by name, hey, you have offended him. You have offended him. He doesn't even want to talk to you because you are forgetting who I am. You're forgetting who I am. So the danger with people like that, they become irrelevant. They become irrelevant because they are attaching themselves to an old education. Usually people like that, they are so obsessed with their title, they are so obsessed with their position, they don't even read or expand themselves in whatever. They are so consumed by the idea that, you know what, I worked so hard to get this title. Anyone who attacks me for this title, I will fight with my life, But that's the danger. And the danger of comforting yourself with a title, comforting yourself with a position. And the other problem with people who are obsessed with positions is that they do not want to leave their position, because it's when a person doesn't want to leave their position, it shows lack of growth. It shows that this person has not expanded himself beyond this position. This position has been a destination for him. This position has been the ultimate place where they have aimed for in their lives. It's very dangerous because such people, they stifle and oppress other people who are growing under them, who are growing, and they don't realize that, as they grow themselves on a personal level, they can create new positions, they can create new avenues for themselves. Then they leave these other positions behind for those who are coming, so that it develops a bigger growth to the institution. It grows the institution to a higher level. But now the danger of having these people is that you end up stifling your institutions. You end up crippling your progress. The vision becomes less important than the position. They are so obsessed with, they don't realize, but this young lady, man, this young lady is so good at this thing. I think she can offer value. They are afraid to lift this young lady up because they are afraid that this young lady whom they are appraising will take their position. That is the danger of position. We as people in Africa need to be delivered, need to be renewed mentally from this obsession with position. But one of the causes is actually lack of self-worth and self-love. Yes, I dealt with it quite a lot. Number 3, lack of thinking out of the box. Lack of thinking out of the box. Like I said, when these people are told, according to the theory of Pythagoras, according to the theory of Ganagaman, who's that genius, they even start talking like this because, they have to be something else, because they have to fit in with the thinking that they've been. They don't realize that when you have been given an education, it's an opportunity for you to expand it towards the relevance of where you are. If you are given an education as a nurse, or given an education as a teacher, you take that education and then you mix it with your creativity, and then you are able to teach in creative ways. That because the absolute basis of you teaching is for children to understand and to grasp the knowledge. How are the other ways that you can develop that can teach children in a much easier way with the kind of technology that we have, with the kind of environment that we are in? Are you so obsessed with how they taught you at college, or no, this is how you can do it? Are you so obsessed? You must take it easy. You must take it easy. I see people are sending me messages on Messenger. I hope, please take it easy on me. Let me focus here. Thank you. Yeah, please. You see, the limiting yourself to what you have been told and taught. You are denying others of your own input. That's why books are being written. Books are basically new ideas that are taken from old ideas, wherein you take information and then you cook it within your experience, and then you present it in a relevant and valuable way to others. Music, you have heard various types of sounds. You come up with your own sound that carries the various sounds that you've heard, and that's why you get the Michael Jacksons, the Whitney Houstons, or whoever your favorite artist, your Beyonce's, because these people have taken the time to apply what they know and give value out of it. Number 4, stifled creativity. Stifled creativity. I think when I was talking about number 2, I touched on a lot of these other aspects. But stifled creativity, in a short, brief, it's basically when you are so scared, when fear is ruling your life. You see, based on your obsession with titles, your obsession with your self-doubt, you are not able to trust yourself enough to create something new, and you realize all the things that we have experienced, that we are experiencing on earth, are as a result of people who took a chance, people who took a risk, people who were willing to be ridiculed, like that farmer of the bamboo tree, who during the time Coco Japan there, and then he decided now Yana, he wants to plant this bamboo tree, and there are so many uses for bamboo, and then the other people were laughing at him as he was watering this plant. He thought differently from the other farmers that were working around there, because he had a vision, he had a direction for his life. He said, no, I'm going to plant this bamboo and I'm going to water it for the next 5 years, but after 5 years it will sprout and it will grow so fast, and they will desire that they had done what I did. It's like us here now during this COVID-19. I mean, we decided, no, I mean, we are online now. What can we do with the education that we have? What can we do to give value? Thinking out of the box. I mean, as a lawyer, I was not taught to be on Facebook or to, but because, the idea that I am a thinker, I am a creator, I'm a son of God, I'm thinking out of the box of what I've been taught. Now we are able to talk and communicate like this because I decided to think out of the box. I'm able to share some of my experiences, some of the knowledge that I've picked up. Am I not giving you value? You're getting value because I have decided to think differently. I decided to think creatively, and I encourage you to do the same. It might not be going on Facebook or going on YouTube, but think about yourself. Think about, what is it that I have? What is it that I have that I can roast it in a way that it will benefit me, my family, and the people around me. Number 5, tools versus asset. This is a statement that I asked all my employees that I've ever hired. I tell them that, you know what, in this company, you've got 2 options. You can either be a tool or an asset. And the difference between the two is, a tool is somebody that you tell, do this, and then they just do it, like a robot. They just do what, clean here. Yes, I said, no, but you said I should just clean here. But can't you see that you need to pack this thing nicely so that it looks neater? Okay, no. You see, people like that are called tools. That's why now people's jobs are being replaced with apps. Tools are being replaced with apps, because what a tool does can be replaced by a robot, or it can be replaced by another person. It's easy to replace a tool. But an asset is somebody who thinks. When you tell them, okay, you know what, this is the vision of where we are going. They take their skill and see, how can I offer value to what this vision for this company? How can I improve? You find that a person is a paralegal, or a person is a messenger, but this person is able to do some of the things that other lawyers cannot do. Because this person has decided to think beyond, or this person is our designer. But he has decided to go beyond just being a designer. Now he's grown into, he understands PayPal systems. He knows the database management, because he is exposing himself as he grows. He knows, okay, our company needs this. Okay, let me offer value like this. Let me equip myself so that I can be of value. You see, people like that, I tell them, you see, when you become an asset, now your salary becomes a basic, what you call a basic, because you're opening yourself up to be a commission earner or a possible shareholder in certain projects. Because when you think like that, you can even bring projects. Even when you're a cleaner in the company, you can bring projects to the company because your eyes are open, your mind is open, you are alert, your ears are wide open for opportunities. Because when you are a cleaner, it does not deny you the opportunity to bring opportunities to your company or to bring ideas to your boss that can bring him millions. That is why these stories, you hear stories, somebody started as a cleaner and then ended up becoming a director in a company. It's because this person decided to see himself differently, decided to see himself as an asset more than a tool. Number six, I'm trying to rush through it now. Number 6, entitlement and arrogance. You see, one of the signs that you've been miseducated is when you find yourself in a position where, no, just because I got the degree, I must get a job. No, just because. Now, but what can you do? What can you do now? What have you done with your life? What have you impacted? Who have you helped in life with your degree, with your knowledge? No, arrogance. Honestly speaking, when I've seen guys with degrees, ne, who would stand by the road and then put their degree certificates with looking for pity from other people. I actually, to be quite honest with you, now I see that as arrogance because this person feels he's entitled to, I got this degree. They can blame the system and say no, but we were robbed. The universities sell us this fake dream that if we get this certificate, we're going to get money, we're going to get all the things that we want, and it's a lie. They don't realize that what, all along, you are you are the key to your own destiny. You are the key to through the way you think. When you start thinking differently, start thinking okay every day, and it starts small. Like my wife and I, the way we grow our children. My son knows what are you contributing to the house. He makes sure that we love tea, and we've got various types of teas. One of our favorite teas is Earl Grey, the purple one. My son makes us that. He knows that we love it. He would make us when we ask. And there was a time he would, but we told him, what, the energy through which you perform certain action is very important, because now you must understand that we are taking care of you. Are we when we have to buy you clothes, do we say when we have to take you to school, do we say hey, no, we don't want to, or do we do that? No, we don't do that. We joyfully do it because we love you, and we are teaching you something very valuable here: responsibility. Our children, I mean, we've got a helper in the house, but our children know they have to. They've got the dishes. They know they have to wash the dishes. They have to put the dishes in the dishwasher. They know that's part of their jobs as our children. So teaching children, it starts there. It starts there. And what are you giving value in the morning? Are you smiling to your other family members? Hi, good morning, Papa. Good morning, Mama. What are you doing? Are you picking up the papers around your house? When it's not clean. A person who's got a degree and who's title driven. No, I cannot pick up papers. I graduated in the upper echelons of Wits University. I cannot be seen picking up papers. No. How can I offer value like that? So those are some of the things that you teach your children for that, because it's very important. A lack of application. Number 7, lack of application and just knowing is not enough. Lack of application and just knowing is not enough. That one is clear and straight to the if you are just obsessed with getting knowledge, you see these people getting, I've got a PhD, I've got masters in you know, you know, okay, that masters. How is it helping you to improve your life? I'm not talking about even other people, your own life. How is it helping you to improve your own life? That master degree, that PhD degree, how is it improving your life? Ask yourself that question. It's very important. And also lack of value. I touched on that. Lack of value. That's number 8. When you lack value, you become useless and irrelevant. I don't care how educated you are. You must learn to bring value wherever you are. When you come, you must bring life. Wherever you are, with the little knowledge that you have, if you are a cleaner, when you do your cleaning, when you bring cleaning, or if you are an organizer, when you organize, do it in such a way that you are bringing value. People know that if that person is not here, man, like my wife, she's so good with organizing. Oh my God, when she organizes, you feel alright. No man, something has changed here, and our helper as well. When she organizes, you feel already, she has done something. And lastly, the people who are obsessed. One of the signs of miseducation is when you become so obsessed with your education that when people challenge you about your education, asking you, like I asked her, with the PhD, what value are you getting from it on your personal level, besides just getting a salary every day? What? And then you take offense. You take it personal. You feel like it's an attack. No, I'm asking a very simple question. You know, don't do that. And unfortunately, a lot of religious people, like your pastors, they get so offended when you start questioning some of their religious education or rather their religious basis. And some of these fanatics, these religious fanatics, when you just ask, okay, no, you've been doing this for this long, so how has it improved your life? How can I benefit from that? How, when people who are free-minded ask innocently, it becomes like you are taking them. No, education is there. That's why when you were born, you acquired it. It was not you. It's not you. Don't take it personal. Actually take it as a good thing, because if you feel offended when somebody challenges your education, ask yourself for, okay, no, so it means I am finding my value from an external feature, from an external. It means I am at the mercy of an external thing. And it's an opportunity for you to deal with your sense of value there. Oh, okay, okay. Like for instance, maybe this might be off a bit off. When I was growing up at school, in primary, they, you know, they used to say this thing of, who's the most handsome boy in school? Who's the most handsome boy in school? I used to always win that competition. And then one day, one guy came to join the school, and then we grew. And then this guy, one day they asked, who's the, and then some of the ladies said this guy, and then hey, I was a bit challenged. Hey, I'm the man. I'm the handsome man. I'm the handsome boy in the school. Why? And then I got to realize. I got to ask myself. I said, why is this affecting me like this? Why am I allowing other people's opinions? So it taught me. That thing taught me to say, okay, it means I must look something deeper within. That's when I started to explore the development of my mind, because your mind is beyond competition. Your mind is because only you have your mind. And your expression on earth. Only you can do that. So reflecting is very important. Guys, thank you so much for this. I know this was a bit long, but it's very important that we deal with this miseducation, because it's affecting us, and then we don't realize how it's affecting us. But when you are able to list these things and identify, oh, okay, that's why I don't like that guy. He keeps on challenging my education. Maybe I don't really hate him. I should actually appreciate him, because he's helping me to find my higher version, my higher self, in making sure that I'm more relevant in life, and so on. Thank you. Before I forget, advertisement time. This is a commercial break. We've got 4 programs that I'd like to let you know of. The first one is for our ladies. It's called She More Women's Empowerment Online Women's Empowerment Workshop. It's held on the 29th of August. It's only 350 rands. I shared on the art of being your husband's own mistress, a group. That's another group that my wife is running, wherein I share to the ladies the power that they have, and how they through their tongues they are able to build their men, and the art of praising their men can get them so far in terms of creating an atmosphere of peace in their home. If you can join that group and get to see that video. But then the workshop will be so power packed that we will address so many aspects of relationship, because remember, relationships are so key and fundamental to any community, to any nation, to any family. The relationship between the husband and the wife, between the male and the female, it's so important because it's the foundation. The foundation of everything goes from there. So the children grow from there, the family, then the community, the nation. So we make sure that we tie that together. We need that in unity. We understand that some of the dynamics, the strength of the woman, the strength of the man, how do you feed each other in that? Those are some of the techniques. It's actually a science to have a beautiful relationship. And again, I say that my wife and I have been afforded a very good opportunity to have a successful marriage, a successful relationship. We feed each other. We are really good for one another, and it's so priceless, because when you get peace from the home, it's so easy to challenge anything outside. So please invest in yourself, invest for your wife. Gentlemen, please pay for your wives to join that workshop. It will help you. It will help you. I promise you. And then secondly, for you to actually, for the Shimo, you can WhatsApp if you're in, when you're not, if you're interested, WhatsApp this number 082-511-0609. I'm going to call it again, 082-511-0609. WhatsApp it now and make an arrangement to be part of that workshop. You do not want to miss this. This is a life changer. This is a life changer where the sage and the coach Tamsi, will be coming together, the power packed couple that love each other and that love you enough to share some of the techniques that have worked for us, that can work for you to take your relationship to another level. That we're not cosmetic. We're not giving you things that you'll just take the book and put it aside, but things that you can use from that day of the workshop to improve your relationship. So please do that for yourself. You will not regret it. And number 2, the Awakening magazine. Make sure that you get a copy. We are actually intended to launch it today, but it will be available properly tomorrow, because today it was only available via PayPal. But we worked out, we're busy working out with our technical guys to make sure that all our people can be easily access the magazine. Remember, it's 120. It's a power-packed magazine that is full of content that is relevant, content that is going to change your life. Please invest in yourself, invest in your future. Number 3, Conversations with a Sage. There's a new program wherein once a month the sage will be coming together with men and women, and we'll talk, just to talk, some of the issues that we raise, and then we get to see how we can deal with them. You've been having a question in your heart, how been sitting with this question and you want to hear answers. We'll create a platform where we can all sit, and then we can share the knowledge and improve our lives from there. A flyer will be organized. It's only 450 per month. That will be organized in due course. And online, and number 4, there is an online development program for males. This is a program where we assist men to identify and roast their gifts. Men are given an opportunity to help identify themselves. So, okay, who am I? Where do I stand? How can I be a better placed to be a more value giver to my family, to my wife, to my community? How can I do that? How can I take this education that I have and make it applicable to adding value to my life and the rest of everybody else? And thank you so much. Thank you so much today. I really went. But it's fine. 30 minutes, I'm still within a bit of time there. I'll just quickly go through the comments before I end the session. Yes, hi Pule from Stephen. Thank you. I communicated until Catherine. Yes. Oh, number 2. Yes, Coach Malebo, number 2. It's done. Yes, Malebo. I know people like people like that. Mantumo. Mpatlele. Oh yes, I see a lot of those people where I work. Yes, Gloria Matsuma. I'm laughing with you. I'm sure. That was funny because a lot of people can be funny. People who are obsessed with their titles can be very much of comedians and jokes. Good evening, Kiwen. Queen, powerful stuff. Thank you. Mafiana, cripplers can't think outside the box. Exactly. Obsessed with position, focused on on processes, not the end. Indeed. This is wisdom, my sister. Thank you so much. Mantumo, yes, you are giving value and we appreciate. You're welcome. Wow, tool. Yes, Malebo, wow, tool. A tool, yes. A difference between the asset and the tool. My beautiful wife, Tamsi, value adds, indeed. You share, yes, shareholder value adds. Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure. Ipa, Ipa. Wow, thank you, Coach Pule. Hey guys, I'm Sage Pule, guys. The issue, but anyway, it's fine. You can call me Coach. Anyway, thank you. Maybe I'm being obsessed with titles as well. I need to repent. Wow, thank you, Coach Pule, the Sage. Self-evaluating. If I'm a two, oh, yes, that's wonderful. It's very good to self-evaluate. Re Lebohile, wow. Elvis, be an asset. Indeed, my brother. Finding value from an external thing, that's very dangerous, my coach, Malebo. We need to always try to look within and say, okay, because when it's within, it cannot be touched by the without, Mantumo, wealth of knowledge. Thank you, Coach. Klaberle Mo. Oh yes, Catherine, please join us. Join Catherine. Shimo. I think I must make a song about this Shimo so that Shimo, you are welcome to be your best. Shimo, we're giving you an opportunity to be your best version. I will make a song hopefully soon. The Sage can also sing, by the way. Thank you for that, Catherine. Tamsi Morobari, conversation with the coach, with the Sage. Thank you. I'm happy that our men will also get coaching, balance the family equation. Indeed. Thank you so much. Thank you, my wife there calling me Hubster. I bless you and love you, and I wish you all the best in your life. You are awesome. You are great, and you're worth taking the time to live your best life. You are worth taking the time to work on your mind so that you can live your best life. Thank you so much and be blessed. Thank you. Bye.